Hey, YouTube people that don't have amplifiers or don't want them, or maybe want to work with your laptop on a plane, annoying people with guitar sounds. That's what Guillaume does. It's another French Guillaume. There's a whole bunch of you guys.
Yeah, that's right. That's the name for people of my age, I guess.
So Guillaume's annoyed the living crap out of me with emails about his stuff. It's good, test it. And it looks good, and I am lazy when it comes to software, so I never have. So then he sends me more emails. And I love people like that, bugging the crap out of me, wearing me down to test their stuff. So thank you for being like that. It works. Look, we're here, right? So
at last.
So you're from Blue Cat Audio. Yes. How did you come up with that name? Do you have a cat? Did you paint it blue? Are you cruel to animals?
No, I'm not cruel. Actually, it's a long story. So, well, to make it short, I had a cat like maybe 15 years ago, and as soon as I was playing guitar, the cat was coming here and trying to scratch the strings and play with me. So, when I looked for a name for my band, I said, "Oh, cat sounds nice," and I was playing like blues stuff. So, well, Blue Cat, it came this way.
Awesome, an animal lover. Buy his shit just because of that. So, you have amp simulatey things, but from what I could see, there aren't the typical, here's your Mesa sound, here's your Fender sound, you know, it's more of like, here are sounds that, you know, you created, right?
Yes. So the big difference compared to existing stuff is that it's not based on component modeling or impulse responsive. It's mainly based on what you want to hear, so your perception of the sound. So that's the difference. And the other thing is it was mainly designed to sound good, but also feel good. There are many amp sims out there that sound pretty good on tracks, but when you try to play them live, there's something missing. And so that was the idea here with the amp sim, to make it feel good when you play it, especially on crunch sounds.
Okay, so are there different versions of it? I remember there was like a lower priced and a higher priced version, is that correct?
So, no. The idea is that when you buy something from me, you get everything. There's no... for example, there's a multi-effect processor. You have many built-in effects in there, and they're all in there. You don't have to pay more. You just get the product with everything. So there's a version that is just the amp sim and the distortion, and there's another one which is a bit bigger and a bit more expensive, of course, which has also all the effects. And you can also load. That's another difference. All the products are quite open. It's not a closed market where you have to buy everything from me. So the multi-effect processor can load also third-party VSTs. So let's say you have your favorite wah VST, you can load it into the plugin.
I don't even know if there is a wah VST, but I know you picked a really bad example, Guillaume. You mean really? There's one.
Yeah, but well, I won't say the name because I have one too.
Clever Frenchman. Or as we say, le Frenchman. You know I have to go there, right?
Yeah.
So, why didn't I say le Blue Cat Audio? Oh my God, I must be so tired. If I'm using my lus, I'm very tired. So, but you brought something new to NAMM.
Yes.
And a new NAMM thing, which is a big red thing with a button on it. What is this?
Wow, just listen.
That sounds dead on like actual feedback.
That's supposed to, yeah.
That's way cool. Now the thing is, I love it. And so you can tweak it in any way you want, but where would I use that? Live?
So either live, when you want to control the feedback, because usually you want to control it, and sometimes you don't have enough room to get closer to the speaker and to find the right frequency. Or you can use it in the studio too. I mean, you want a live feedback sound with headphones, no problem, you got it.
So is this a VST that plugs into your amp software?
Yes, So the idea is to put it first in the chain, and it will detect what you're playing and generate the harmonics, just like feedback.
And you obviously turn it off with this big knob here, and I'm gonna, also, yeah, I'm not touching it, you're doing it. I thought it's like, a big-ass knob I can push. No, it's software, you idiots.
So the idea is, if you're playing live or even in the studio, you will assign this to MIDI controller, and so you play. If you want feedback, you click on it this way, and it comes when you want. So you definitely control the feedback.
So I can assign a MIDI command just to the on-off. That's amazing. Feedback when I want it, not when I don't. Yes. Clever.
You can also assign MIDI to actually the harmonic that is generated, so you can control the harmonic that you get from the feedback. So let's say you're playing a note and you want to have different feedback, just like when you walk closer or more far away from the speaker, you can just do it with a pedal in MIDI, like this way. I can show you. Or even a sub if you want.
That is freaking awesome. I gotta point out that Jerry, who's behind the camera, who's working with Guillaume, bought an AMPETE, which is what we are actually feeding this out of without any processing. They're using it as an audio interface, but that's going into the camera with the XLR. That's what you're hearing. You're hearing a direct signal. Because he saw my video where I said, hey, that's kind of good. So I feel obligated to these guys, because if they trust me, you guys know I don't bullshit.
Yeah, definitely.
I really like this. So how much is that as an add-on? But I can obviously use that with other software too if it's a VST, right?
Sure, yeah, definitely. You can use it in your DAW directly without any plugin. So it's not out yet. It's going to be released this quarter, and the price is not public yet, but it should be below 100 euro.
Anything else we need to know about?
So maybe what you talked about, the software modeler for the amps. So this one is called Axiom. That's the multi-effect processor. So I won't go into the details, but you can load your effects like any, just like pedals, and you can also get VSTs in there, or audio units if you want. So that's what I said previously. And as I said, the difference here with the amp modeler is that you get a whole bunch of parameters if you want, where you can control how it reacts to your playing. So let's say, for example, I'm not sure how this one is set up, but let's see. As you can see, it reacts to my playing, so that's the main idea. So with crunch sounds, if you play louder, it's gonna distort differently. That's a big difference compared to...
This looks like it's for the ultra mega nerd that wants to tweak the shit out of everything, yeah. Right?
But so there's a new feature that came earlier this year. So if you're intimidated by all those parameters, you can just hide them. And there are lots of presets, like 1,000 presets with amps that look and sound like existing amps. But now you can also see them on a 2D map. That's called tone map. And you can navigate between the presets and actually create new sounds out of existing presets. Like let's say, I'm going to show you. So I have this one. I want to sound more like a VH1 or just in between, or maybe more vintage stuff in this place. Let's remove the feedback. Okay, you can zoom in and get your tone very easily just by moving the mouse. And if you have no clue about the parameters on what is brightness, what is bass or whatever, you just move around. And it works also for cabinets. So traditionally, when you use cabinets in amp sims, you have to select your cabinet, find the right microphone, move it around. And if you're close to what you're close to the sound you like, you will have to change again, maybe to a different microphone, and you start all over again. Here, you can choose your cabinet here, like let's say I like this one. Oh, not that much. Maybe let's go closer to this one. So we'll create a new cabinet out of existing cabinets.
It's doing preset interpolation.
Yes, it's morphing. And also, it shows you the presets in a way that helps you find them. So all the presets that are close to each other, they will be in the same location on the map. So that's the idea.
Very, very clever and completely different thinking.
It makes things really easier when you design your own tone.
Well, that's pretty awesome. And obviously now, I have an NFR for this. We need to talk. Let's make it's going to be a 1 hour video minimum looking at all this in depth, at least.
2 or 3 hours should be better. Yeah.
We shall find some kind of means of getting that happening.
Yeah, well, we can do chunks and just see some areas of the product.
Okay, awesome. You've seen it here. Let's see if we can get that on the channel throughout the year. Oh God, I'm yelling so much. This is Nam. Hey, what can you do? Thanks for having us. Thanks to Harry behind the camera and Animals at the end.
Till the sun goes out. Full moon, half pride, and empty bottles on the dance floor. Ideas have died. I wish that I could understand more. So I won't stop trying till the sun